Hello everyone, I am Eve the Empath, and I am here to just bring you a couple of messages. I started this channel to help people with their healing journeys. And part of that is being able to understand who we are authentically, understand our truth, understand who we are and how the universe sees us in the big grand scheme of things, right? So what I like to do most of the time is I'll bring you cards from Spirit. I'll use my different decks to look at messages. And that's good for us, right? Because it allows us to hear from a side or perspective that's not necessarily our own in humanity, right? We look at our divination as an opportunity to grow spiritually, emotionally, physically, and navigate this plane. So when I do my messages, I like to look at healing from all perspectives. And part of that is being able to own who you are 100%. Yeah, you see, when I'm at work, I like to throw the hair up so it stays out of the way. But part of who we are is what makes us the beacons of light to the world when the world is in darkness. And sometimes we have to be our own beacons of light. And today, part of my self process, if you will, my pattern for today, is to give myself something every day before I can give it to the world. And so today I gave myself truth, right? And what does truth look like? It depends on who you ask. For some people, truth is just like 100% honest answers. But to me, truth is so much more. It's like being naked, right? It's like meeting someone for the first time and showing your authentic self without a mask. It's the part of you that is so hidden and so raw, uncut, so unfiltered that not everybody's going to get you. They're going to look at you and judge or find areas of you that's not right or wrong, right? Because that's how humans do. Humans have a tendency to judge others first without judging themselves. And that leads us in a deficit. It leads us to always seek external validation before we can even validate ourselves. Before we can pour into ourselves, we're always looking for someone else to pour in our own cups. Well, I say it's time to not do that anymore. I say it's time to open up who you are and start removing the mask. And today, my truth is, I am happy to say that I still need a lot of help and growth. The truth is, I am still growing through a lot of pain. And the truth is that some of my experiences, a lot of my experiences has shocked me and rocked me to the core. And it's been painful. It's been painful putting the pieces back together. It's been hard, right? And I felt compelled to come here because I'm pretty sure in this planet full of billions of fucking people, yeah, I did say fucking people, billions of fucking people on this planet, there has to be someone else out there that feels exactly the way I do. Someone who wishes to the stars that things would line up the way they are waiting on them to, right? That those moments that we sit in despair, or in those moments when we just don't know what's in front of us, was suddenly illuminated and we were able to see things from a totality perspective. But I guess that's what makes life interesting. What makes life fun is the not knowing, because you can't really predict what's gonna happen unless you have a tarot deck, right? And then you can kind of look at the energies and see what's happening. And no, I'm not about to do some pulling. I just wanted to get out here and share with you guys. I wanted to share with you that you're not the only one out there that experiences these bouts of sadness and moments when you can barely smile, right? It's hard to smile. It's hard to be present. It's hard to not take shit personal when you feel like the universe is dumping shit in your fucking lap. But I will say this. Gratitude does bring more things to be gracious for. Gratitude allows us the opportunity to see things from a holistic point of view. I dated this guy. All right? It's always a man, huh? Or a woman for some of y'all. I dated this guy. And I met him after many years of marriage. We ain't gonna tell my age. But it was a long time, right? And that relationship prior to him was so tumultuous. It was, oh my God. Why? I don't even know. Because I knew instantly there wasn't something I was supposed to do. I mean, spirit has been with me since I was a kid. I've been able to see things, read, dream, premonitions since I was a kid. And the tarot piece is something that just kind of came to me because my kids brought me a tarot deck, honestly. Every other reading, everything that I've ever done has always just been intuitive. And everything has always come natural. So I have friends, lots of friends that would come to me for advice. Clients, customers who would come to me for advice because there was just something that they were drawn to. So I have a knack for drawing men that got problems, right? But I've learned that a lot of times that the people in our lives are really our mirrors, right? They help us understand who we are on the inside. And so I had to learn, and it took me a long time to get I'm going to say 4 decades, to learn that I had to build strong borders, and I didn't. I allowed people to run over me. In certain areas, not in all areas of my life, but in the romance area, especially in the family dynamic, I'll allow people to run over me a lot of times. And so part of that is owning that truth. Nothing happened to me. It happened for me. But it doesn't mean it don't hurt. It doesn't mean that the pain doesn't sit in my tummy sometimes or in my heart. On days like today, October the 28th. Today is a painful day. I woke up with a message in my heart, and I shared it with a special someone. And I also woke up with residual energy, residual baggage, as I'm learning to heal the parts of me that just really need to grow up, if you will. Parts of me that still look for validation. Parts of me who still look for attention outside of self. And again, I'm still learning a lot about me. And that's part of my truth. So I'm sharing that with you because maybe some of you guys need to hear that inspiration. As you go on your journeys, as you walk your walk, as you go down your path, as you figure out your right and wrong, as you're determining on if you should stay in that relationship a little bit longer and go through another cycle of hurt and pain, why not invest in yourself? For the last 5 months, I have been by myself. And I don't mind it. I enjoy the solitude. I enjoy the quiet. I enjoy having no one to answer to. And I think that that's the problem. A lot of times in my relationships, I always needed a master. Nah, I'm the master of my own universe. And I think a lot of us need to realize that. We get tied to a vibration. We get tied to a person because of the closeness and the feeling. We get left with a lot of things unanswered. Sometimes people just pounce in and out of our lives. Like, they feel so right, and the next thing you know, they're gone, right? But you take what you can. You take the good pieces. You take the parts that they resonated with you. Just like I tell you in my messages. If it doesn't fit, don't bring it with you. Don't vibrate in places that you don't belong. And that doesn't just mean in readings and oracles and tarot. It means in every area of your life. If you're on a job that sucks shit, then why are you there? Because you need to pay your bills. You can pay your bills with anything. You can sell some ass on the street and pay your bills, right? And I'm not advising you to. This is not a solicitation for prostitution. It's just saying that you can do whatever it is that you really want to do, and nothing's stopping you. Nothing's stopping you. You have to make a choice, just like I did. I had to make a choice to stop holding on to pain. Stop letting other people be the fall guy for my pain. Because at the end of the day, I made a choice. Now, I can't choose how other people treat me, but I can damn sure do something about it. Because if your natural affinity or your natural action is to want to come against me in a negative way, I don't have to let you in my space, and nor do you guys. You don't have to take anything from anyone that doesn't make you feel good. But you shouldn't be looking for someone else to make you feel good. You guys should be independent of yourself, independent for yourself. And when the time is right, allow the right energy to attract to you. That's how you multiply. That's how you're fruitful and multiply. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but again, this is just my being true to me today. And like I said, sometimes being truthful is not easy. Sometimes putting on a smile when you don't want to isn't easy. Sometimes withdrawing into the world, away from the world, I should say, feels so good when you're confronted with so much. But I will tell you guys that it does get better. Before I called you guys, Spirit told me that my wishes would be fulfilled and that I was the light of the world. Imagine that. So that makes me feel a little better. I like a little wish fulfillment, and I am hoping that you guys get a little bit too. You know why? Because you deserve it. And if no one's told you today, I'm going to tell you. You deserve the world. Even if you a bottom feeder and you walk through a pile of shit daily, there's something inside of you that needs some light, and I'm sure it's in there. And I hope, and I wish, and I pray, and I send out all types of wonderful vibes to you guys that in the midst of everything that you are going through, in the midst of every tear that falls, I pray that your comfort is 10 times as strong as the most difficult time that you have ever been through in your life. I wish you lots of love, lots of light, and lots of healing. From Eve, the Empath. Thank you guys, and bye.